faculty members and dear students, it gives me immense pleasure as the coordinator of the Medical Education Unit to welcome you all to the significant milestone, the White Coat Ceremony. Today is more than just the donning of a white coat. It is the beginning of a journey marked by dedication, compassion, and a lifelong commitment to learning and healing. The white coat is not merely a symbol of medical knowledge, but of integrity, responsibility, and trust, values that will define your identity as future doctors. In today's program, our respected faculty members will have the honor of donning the white coats on our new medical students, a gesture that represents the passing of tradition, responsibility, and professional values. Following this, our principal will lead you all in taking the white coat ceremony oath, a solemn pledge that underscores your ethical duties as you step into the world of medicine. Let this ceremony serve as a reminder that medicine is not just a science, but a calling, one that demands empathy, humility, and an unwavering commitment to serve humanity. Congratulations once again to all our students and best wishes as you begin this noble journey. Now we'll start the ceremony. Over to Dr. Nivya, MU member.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time for the most awaited part of today's event, donning the white coat for our new students. So I would like to invite the following eminent faculties to come out to the stage to assess this ceremony. So I invite Dr. K.S. Krishnakumari, HOD and Professor, Department of Anatomy. Dr. Beena Philomena J., Professor and HOD, Department of Microbiology. Dr. Sadeep P., Professor and HOD, Department of Pathology. Dr. Zubaida P.A., Professor and HOD, Department of Physiology. Dr. Hitesh Gopalan, HOD and Professor, Department of Orthopedics. Dr. Sunny Alats, HOD, Department of Anesthesia. Mr. Siddharaj, Department of Anatomy. Mr. Jayadev, Department of Anatomy. Dr. Rupesh Raman, Department of Community Medicine. Dr. Subin Koshi, Department of Community Medicine. Now I request first set of students to come out to the stage for donning of their coats. So students, please come out to the stage for the donning. I would like to thank the eminent faculty members for their time. You may please be seated. Thank you. Let's now invite the following faculty members to continue with the ceremony. I invite Dr. Hasina, Department of Pharmacology, Dr. Binu, Department of Physiology, Dr. Silmia, Department of Physiology, Dr. Salma, Department of Anatomy, Dr. Mridula, Department of Microbiology, Dr. Arun, Department of Microbiology, Dr. Anju, Department of Microbiology, Dr. Fida, Department of Pharmacology, Dr. Neetu, Department of Pharmacology, Dr. Divya G. Krishnan, Department of Pharmacology, I invite next set of students for the dawning. Students, please line up on the stage for the dawning of the cords. I request Dr. Shankar, Department of Pharmacology, to come out to the stage. Yes, students may please line up on the stage for the dawning. 240 students. Thank you, dear faculties, for your cooperation. You may please be seated. I request next set of faculty members to come out to a stage. Dr. Vijayan, Associate Professor, Department of Ophthalmology. Dr. Nivya, Department of ENT. Dr. Divya G. Krishnan, Professor and HOD, Department of Pharmacology. Dr. Binu, Department of Physiology. Please come out to the stage. Here's the last set of students. You may please come out to the stage and line up. Thank you all faculties. You may please be seated. With this, we have completed the donning of white coats for the 247 students. Now I invite our respected principal, Dr. Vijesh Venugopal, to administer the white coat ceremony student oath. I request all the students to stand up and raise the right arm forward for the oath.
Good morning, everyone. Respected faculty members, parents watching from home via the YouTube link, and above all, my dear students. So today you have successfully completed the white coat ceremony, which is actually an initiation into the medical practice. So we would like to congratulate all of you for successfully completing the foundation course as well as the white coat ceremony. So it's imperative that we take this oath, the white coat oath. So please repeat after me. I solemnly pledge that I will be loyal to the ideals of the study and practice of medicine. I'll strive to promote health and quality of life through education, prevention, and care. I will endeavor to be worthy of the patient's trust through competence, compassion, and empathy. I'll respect each patient's individuality, safeguard their confidences, and respect their autonomy. I'll take ownership of my actions, acknowledge my limitations, and seek guidance from my mentors. I'll respect the diversity of roles and responsibilities of all members of the healthcare team. I'll dedicate myself to a lifetime of learning and advancing the science of medicine. I pledge to maintain the standards of professionalism both in practice and community. By donning this white coat, I humbly commit myself to the responsibilities of a medical student and to the obligations of the medical profession. Thank you and all the very best.
Thank you, sir. With that, the batch of 2025 acknowledge their willingness to assume the obligations and responsibilities of the medical profession. Now, few of our students have prepared their experiences and thoughts on why they have chosen their path. So now, first of all, I invite Ansaf Safir to share his thought.
The life so short, the craft so long to learn. A beautiful quote by Hippocrates. Respected dignitaries, professors, and my fellow future doctors, a warm good morning to one and all. I, Ansaf Safir, a proud first-year student of KMCT Medical College, am privileged to stand before you all in this fine morning to mark a truly special moment in our journey, the White Coat ceremony. More than a tradition, this day is a rite of passage that opens the gate to a beautiful chapter, and I am privileged to speak a few words on why I chose this course. Ladies and gentlemen, before everything, I want you to think about something for me. Recall the last time that you truly helped someone. It can be an incident that happened recently or in the distant past. Think back to their grateful smile. In simple words, that genuine, heartfelt smile is what I've been chasing behind when I chose this path. A patient trusts his or her life with a doctor, such as yourself, asking the Almighty to perform His miracles through your hands. The sense of gratitude, so genuine and true to the core, that we see in their smiles is an authentic, profound feeling that confirms that we have truly made a difference. Perhaps you're thinking that this is everyone's story, a common narrative to cover a more practical pursuit. I understand that. But ladies and gentlemen, there was a time in my life where I kept searching for my purpose. I came to realize that what we truly seek in life isn't just a purpose, but meaning itself. This wasn't a journey I made alone. My family, friends, and countless others I have helped have shown me the true meaning that I have always sought. Dear friends, I would like to conclude by reminding you, it was not you that truly chose this path. It was the path that discovered you. Signing off, future Dr. Ansaf Safir.
Thank you, Ansaf Safir. Next, I would like to invite Ashika Nizar M to share her thoughts.
A very warm good morning, respected principal, professors, and all the dignitaries present here, and my dear friends. We often hear MBBS is a very difficult path. Well, that is what we have been hearing for the past few days from our professors itself. It is said to have endless lectures, endless books, sleepless nights, and most importantly, the mandatory 75% attendance. But the reason we chose this journey is because deep inside we carry a dream to heal. Becoming a doctor is to becoming a person whom someone can trust their lives with, and someone who can bring comfort when everything feels uncertain. Every lecture, every exam, and every practicals that we are about to go through is going to shape us into the kind of person who can hold a patient's hand and say, "Don't worry, I am here for you," or rather, we are here for you. And when we see the sufferings in the world today, like our brothers and sisters in Palestine, Ukraine, Sudan, and in different parts of the world, we are reminded why we chose medicine. Because doctors are not just needed in hospitals, they are needed whenever and wherever humanity is wounded. And through this journey, we are going to meet a lot of people who is going to comment on us by saying, by the time you become a doctor, you'll already be 30. But guess what? We will be 30 anyways. But Why not be 30 and a doctor? And my dear fellow mates, the upcoming years are going to be really difficult on us. We're going to have endless lectures, sleepless nights, and moments where we doubt ourselves and our career choices. But always remember that at the end of this long, hard journey, when even one patient looks at us with gratitude in their eyes, every struggle is going to be worth it. So let's walk through this journey with confidence, with sincerity, and with compassion. And as future doctors, let us not only heal with our hands, but also with our prayers. So may we always keep the people who are suffering with different diseases and disorders in our prayers and in our hearts. Last but not the least, the white coat we dreamed of wearing today is not just a symbol of authority. It is a symbol of compassion, healing, and sacrifices. We did not choose MBBS because of the pay or the name behind it. We chose it because it is meaningful. Because to save one life is to save all of humanity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashika Nizar. Next is the turn of Shweta Kumari. I invite her to the stage.
Respected Principal Sir, HODs, faculties, and all my dear friends, a very warm and cheerful morning to all. Today, I, Shweta Kumari, feel extremely blessed to receive the opportunity to express my views on this momentous occasion of White Coat Ceremony. This White Coat Ceremony signifies a journey of receiving white coat that symbolizes trust, dedication, pursuit of scientific principle in healthcare, a commitment for patient care, professionalism, and dedication. Many people ask why we choose MBBS, why choose our path that demands sleepless night, a year of hard work, emotional strength, and endless dedication. I choose MBBS because I want to serve. I choose it because I dream not just making a living, but helping others to survive. Becoming a doctor is not just about science, it's about compassion. It's about listening to patient fear, holding the hand of someone in pain, and helping others by not just giving them medicine, but by giving them a hope. Doctors work day and night selflessly for social welfare. Like a people serving in army, rarely taking rest, doctors are available whenever there is need. Getting an opportunity to create an impact on others' life by doing something grateful in my life, something that gives me my personal fulfillment now and then for years down the road. Yes, it's hard, but it ends with tremendous reward and ultimately fulfills my dream of helping others through medicine. At last, I would like to thank my parents, my teachers, and this KMCT Medical College for making my dreams come true. Thank you.
Thank you, Shweta Kumari. Next, I would like to invite Dilshad Yunus to share his thoughts.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very warm good morning to one and all present here, my respected faculties and my dear colleagues. I am Dilshad, and I must admit that I'm quite nervous having to address an esteemed gathering like this. But I'm truly grateful for this opportunity here. I am here to deliver a small talk on why I chose MBBS. Deep down, I've always had this strong desire to serve the community, and me and my father, we've always shared this dream of wanting to help the poor people. There's this feeling of joy that I get when I see someone smile because of my own actions, and that, my friends, is truly ineffable. Not just that, but I've always been truly by the human bodily functions, and I thought to myself, what better course if not MBBS? I am quite delighted to be a part of this amazing KMCT family, and I think I'm very privileged to pursue medicine as my course, and I hope each and every single one of us can deliver our best to this noble profession and cause. I owe a great deal to my parents for giving me this opportunity here, and they have been my greatest pillars of support throughout my entire life. I would like to conclude my little talk here by asking God us to keep us all steadfast and disciplined on our journey of becoming the future doctors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dilshad. Next, I would like to invite Shreya Shashi.
Very good morning, respected Principal Sir, Head of Departments, dedicated faculty members, and of course, my fellow classmates. My name is Shreya Shashi, and it is an absolute honor to stand here before you all today on this very auspicious occasion. The white coat ceremony has always been a day that I envisioned from behind stacks and stacks of my coaching textbooks. A day that once felt so far out of reach is today our reality. Wearing this white coat is the realization of a lifelong dream, one that has always been fueled by my desire to help others live lives long and healthy enough to chase their own dreams. For me, this day is not about becoming someone new. It's about stepping into my truest self. The field of medicine has always called to me because I believe that meeting someone at their most vulnerable moment and being able to offer hope and support is one of the greatest virtues of all. I chose to spend the best years of my life learning how to comfort those in need because every patient on a hospital bed has reminded me of my own loved ones. And in those reflections, I have wanted nothing more than to heal their ailments. The decision to walk this demanding journey has not been an easy one. While my friends in other fields may enjoy the easier days and quicker financial benefits, I chose medicine knowing that it would test my resilience. While make no mistake, I aim to succeed just as much as them, if not more, but wealth is not my ultimate goal. The ultimate aim is simple: to heal when I can and to comfort always. Let me make it very clear that I'm not here to compete in a rat race for status and success. After all, healthcare is a team effort, which is why I wish to be a steady shoulder to lean on for all of my peers gathered here. I hope we always support each other through the challenges ahead so that together we can achieve our goals without having the weight of our dreams crush our spirit. Finally, let me share my gratitude towards the pioneers of medicine who have come before us and dedicated their lives into making ours easier, to the KMCT family who have welcomed us with open arms, and most importantly, to my mother who has taught me integrity and compassion, and to my father who has instilled in me the values of resilience and leadership, both of who have shaped me into the doctor that I aspire to become. Within the fabric of this white coat, I carry not just the symbol of medicine, but a promise to myself, to my mentors, to my family, but most importantly, to my patients who will one day place their trust in me. This coat reminds me that behind every challenge lies an opportunity to make a difference. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Shreya. Lastly, it's the turn of Shivani Balakrishnan to share her views.
Respected doctors and my dear friends, firstly, I'm here because I want to get rid of my stage fear. Now we'll come to the point why I chose this profession. I was born with a cleft lip and palate, and as I grew up, I watched my parents struggle because of me. No, not because of me, because of my condition. And there I thought, like, bringing back the smile on the faces of mothers, like every mothers who have a child born with cleft lip and palate would be, I would find it like the fulfillment. And that's why I want to become a doctor, and I would like to be a surgeon with God's grace. And I would like to perform those surgeries, like, inshallah, yeah. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, dear students. Next, I would like to invite our beloved principal, Dr. Vijesh Venugopal, for the brochure release of Anatomy Department. Thank you, sir. So with that, we have successfully completed the white coat donning ceremony for all 250 students. A heartfelt congratulations to all our new students on taking this important step in your medical journey. So we come to the end of our ceremony. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our principal, to all HODs, faculty members for their participation, and to the organizing team of Medical Education Unit and IQAC for making this event a success. Last but not the least, I would like to thank ETV Broadcasting team and other supporting staff for today's event. So now all of you may please rise for the national anthem.
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मागे गावे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all. Have a nice day. Before leaving, I request our principal and other faculty members to kindly stay back for a photo session.